Hello, my name is Ross McWilliam, and I want to talk about the caveat of resilience. Essentially, is resilience really good for us? Does it help us, or does it perhaps hinder us? When we talk about resilience, we often talk about never giving up, keep pushing, go to the end. And you might think that's quite appropriate for people, perhaps in the military, SES, who need that to survive. But often in life, we're not always faced with that life or death situation. And so resilience can often get mixed up with that final aspect of survival. I like resilience, but given my age at 63, I've come across different episodes in my life where resilience, or more of it, can actually make my situation worse. And it's not just me who has this viewpoint. Gabor Mate, the physician and writer, talks about people when they experience young traumas, traumas young in their lives, which can be very detrimental, but often people can overcome them. And they might go on almost like a crusade the rest of their lives, proving they are beaten this challenge. And they've kept going and kept going. And that resilience definition. But often, from his evidence, this can catch up with this attitude and make us not stronger, but more brittle, easy to break and fracture. I like a better definition of resilience from Dr. Rick Hansen, who talks about it shouldn't always be about surviving, it should be about thriving each day. And to do that, to keep recharging us, to keep thriving, we must have that mindset of being grateful, that mindfulness, that self-love, that self-care. These are big components in his definition of resilience. And even Stephen Covey talks about having that psychological oxygen just to breathe. So I think this talk is going to be about looking at resilience in different ways, looking at it not being a finite component that everybody must have. We must step back from this definition of resilience and look at the context of each person, what support systems, what financial support perhaps they've got or not got. How about the disabilities that actually I have, and being more resilient can actually make the pain worse and my productivity lower. There are so many other factors involved with this, least being childhood traumas, as I mentioned before, and how we approach our expectations and aspirations in life, and how we get caught up in thinking that resilience is always a good thing. So this talk will be about challenging resilience, understanding when it's working against us, maybe in a simple concept of where we get rust out in the blue in life, we get burnout in the red, but I think the middle ground of green is where we need to use resilience to keep us in this green zone, rather than going too far to the right or too far to the left, where we're either going to break or give in. So I'm going to explore some ideas around resilience and how to make it work for us in a bespoke contextual sense. Resilience, the caveat, yes or no?